Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 15 is entitled as Puruṣottamaḥ Vidya, Puruṣottamaḥ Yogam. Sloka 19, Part 6. Yo mam evam asammudaha janati puruṣottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena Bharata. In past few sessions, we have learned 4 lakshanas of the Lord. Number 1, Akilaheya Pratyanika, that is opposite to all the doshas. Number 2, Kalyanaika Thana, he is a single repository for all auspicious qualities. Number 3, Svetara Samasta Vastu Vilakshana, he is different, doesn't have an equal, and doesn't have a superior, for the 2 reasons which was covered earlier. Akilaheya Pratyanika, Kalyanaika Thana. And these 2 is Ubhaya Linga, 2 signs, which makes him unique from others. Number 4, Ananta, he who is boundless, not bound by desha, kala, vastu, place, time and object. And the 5th one, which we are going to see now, is Jnananandaika Swarupa, Akilaheya Pratyanika Kalyanaika Thana Vetara Samasta Vastu Vilakshana Ananta Jnananandaika Swarupa. Jnana means knowledge, Ananda means bliss. We often interchangeably use the terms bliss with happiness, happiness with bliss, but happiness has its opposite, which is sorrow, whereas bliss does not have an opposite. So the Lord, his form is of Jnana and Ananda. That Ananda is nothing but a favorable Jnana. When we hear Jnananandaika Swarupa, we may think that he is sometime Ananda and sometime of Jnana, because we are used to such thing within us among Manushya. We are sometime behave as if we have wisdom, and sometime we behave differently. That is simply because of our condition in the material world. But when the Shastra says that the Lord is Jnananandaika Swarupa, that means he is both Jnana, his form is both Jnana and Ananda at same time. It is not at one time, at some part he is Ananda, another time he is Jnana. The Ananda is of the form known as Ananda Rupa Jnana. That Jnana is of Ananda. Therefore, Ananda is not something different from Jnana. It is an Anukula Jnana, favorable knowledge. That is what is called as Ananda. Let's consider a case. I see an object which is of my favorite. That Jnana which reveals my favorite brings me joy, brings me Ananda. So that Jnana which revealed my favorite itself known as Ananda. Ananda is not different from the Jnana. Jnana is not different from that Ananda. A certain form of Jnana is known to be Ananda. The Jnana can be both Sukham or Dukkham, that is happy or sad, or even it can be Udasina, meaning neutral. Say if I see a snake, it is not going to bring me Ananda. Therefore, the jnana that reveals me an object which is not favorable for me is in the form of dukkham, as it brings me fear. If I see a sweet rice, the jnana that reveals me the sweet rice brings me joy, and that form of jnana is ananda, because it reveals me that which is favorable to me. Or one may not be affected when the knowledge reveals an object, something. They are udasina. Therefore, for us, our jnana is always of three flavors, which brings sukham or dukkham or a neutral state, udasina. Udasina does not mean in this case he is a self-realized person. He can also be a conditioned soul who is not self-realized. For example, if my neighbor gets a child, it doesn't bring me joy. I stay neutral. If my neighbor suffers due to some disease, that doesn't bring me sadness. I stay udasina, neutral. So it doesn't always mean a person is udasina because he is a yogi, he is a jnani, he is self-realized, he has a lot of wisdom. Not necessary. So we go through these three flavors of jnana, sometimes happiness and most of the time sadness. And sometimes we don't care about anything that's happening. Whereas when it comes to Krishna, the Supreme Lord, he is not affected like us, that sometimes he is happy, sometimes he is sad. The jnana of the Lord is always full of ananda. There is no mix of dukkham. It is always anukula jnana, favorable knowledge. In the past few chapters, we have learned that jnana is ajada. It is swayam prakasha, meaning it is self-luminous. It doesn't require another tool to bring it to light. To cognize jnana, you don't need another jnana. We don't need a lamp or a flashlight, because jnana is ajada, swayam prakasha, self-luminous. Even when we are in deep sleep, we don't forget who we are. That means the I exists always within us. This is even applicable to people who are mentally disordered. The Atma Jnana constantly echo I, and this is what Swayam Prakasha means. And Atma is made of Jnana. That's applicable to both Jivatma and Paramatma. Atma is Jnana Swarupa. Like how the pot is made of earth, ring is made of gold, shirt is made of cotton. Likewise, Jivatma, who is minute in size, is made of substance called Jnana. Similarly, Paramatma, who is Vibhu, is also made of substance called Jnana. Therefore, it is said Jnana Swarupa. It is just not Jnana Swarupa. The Lord's form is Jnananandeka Swarupa. He is in the form of Ananda. Again, let's understand clearly. When we say Jnana and Ananda, it is not two different substances which he is made of. It is Jnana, which is what he is made of, which is nothing but a favorable knowledge. That is called Ananda. Let's think about it. What would be very dear to us, favorable to us? One may say, my child. One may say, my mother. One may say, my country. Or one may say, my watch, my car, my house, or people may have multiple favorable things. But the truth is, none of these are really favorable to one's Atma. Atma's favorable thing is not external. It is not longing for anything outside of it. Atma's favorable thing is to itself. So, though one may say a list of things as their favorable items, objects, elements, but the reality is one's own self is what favorable to them all the time. No one can deny this. Even if someone challenges saying that I don't care about myself, I am ready to give my life for my family, for my friends, for my nation, even for them, that I is always there. Which means the jnana is self-luminous. So the point is, the favorite for everyone, or a favorable thing for everyone, is I. The knowledge about favorable becomes the favorite for oneself. Such a knowledge of favorite is said to be Ananda. So Jivatma is made of jnana. That jnana reveals the self, the Atma, and that is Ananda. Please recollect that we have seen two jnanas. The Jivatma, which is made of, is one type of jnana known as dharmi jnana, and the Atma which possesses knowledge, that is called dharmabhuta jnana. It's like a jwala, a flame of a lamp, and its prabha, its effulgence, which is also light. Both of these, the jwala and prabha, that is flame and effulgence, makes the lamp. Likewise, the swarupa, the form of Atma, is jnana, and the prabha, that which spreads from the Atma, is also a jnana. That jnana, knowledge, which reveals all the external things. This is apple, this is a man, etc. That jnana is like the effulgence of the Atma, the prabha of the Atma, which extends from the Atma to outside. Whereas the jnana, which is the Atma made of, that does not reveal the external object. It constantly, always, only reveals to itself. That is, the jnana, which is the Atma made of, only focuses on itself, I, which is its favorable thing. That knowledge which focuses, that jnana which focuses on its favorite, is nothing but Ananda, bliss, because he loves him the most. Jnanam about him is always favorable to him. Therefore, the jnana of the Supreme Lord is naturally favorable, and so is of the form Ananda itself. The Lord is of the form jnana, that is of Ananda. This is often said as the Lord, the Brahman, is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The Lord whose form never changes, whose form is full of knowledge, and who is not restricted. We also often hear that his form, his swarupa, is Satchit Ananda. That covers the 5 Swarupa Lakshana. Akila Heya Pratyanika Kalyanaikatana Svetara Samasta Vastu Vilakshana Ananta Jnananandaika Swarupa. Besides this, there's another very important Lakshana, which is Jagat Karnatva, the cause of the universe. We hear there are various versions or thought of how this universe being created. Each religion, school of thoughts, they have their own idea of how this world is being created. So we need to know what is the cause of this universe. If it is the Lord who created this universe, is he a nimitta karana or upadana karana or sahakari karana or all these karana? This will be our next topic, subject matter to study. Before we can understand what Krishna says in this 19th sloka, that whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. Namaste, Hare Krishna.